sources report Fantastic Four ending completely reworked through last-minute reshoots. They're still doing reshoots. The movie's coming out in like a fucking like a month or so.
What, a month or two? Yeah, I just realized we have a lot of movies to watch in the coming months, like Superman and this. They're not that far off from each other. But yeah, it's wild. They're still doing reshoots at this point in time. Yeah, not looking good for Fantastic Four again. For me, it's phenomenal. Like how many times they tried to put Fantastic Four in the movie, and none of them turned out to be really, really well received. Apart probably from the first one or something like that, but the more modern ones, none of them ever got really well received, in my opinion. Whenever I say, "Oh, how's the Fantastic Four movie?" People often associate it to something that sucks. It's never something that's good.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Marvel Studios reportedly in panic mode over the Fantastic Four First Steps ending, according to the post user by William Smith. Audiences didn't respond well to the film's ending during early test screenings. Hearing the test screenings didn't go over well because audiences didn't vibe with the ending. So now they're reshooting some scenes. I'm still hopeful it'll be good, but it's a little worrying. Marvel really needs to this one to be a home run. 100%. They're putting all of their eggs in this movie. 100%. Because the next movie is Doomsday.
Yeah,
So,
like Pedro Pascal's like next to Robert Downey Jr., right? In terms of prominent actors in that movie. So yeah, his prior movie better be good. Yeah. I agree.
So because if this movie doesn't do well, people are you're probably going to lose out on some of your audience for Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the same thing with the DC reboot, right? Superman's got to do well, or else the rebooted DC universe is cooked.
So yeah, Julia Garner, Shalabal on the set of Fantastic Four First Steps, additional photography in Los Angeles. Okay, I don't really care too much about her, anyways. While many dismissed its speculation, Park Place can now confirm through trusted sources close to production that the report is accurate. Marvel is actively reshooting the scenes to change Fantastic Four's ending following disappointing feedback from test audiences. With the theatrical release scheduled for July 25th, the studio has very little time left and likely an enormous amount of VFX work to complete. Reshoots this close to release are always suspect. But when those reshoots are focused on the third act, it signals something more severe than a minor correction and suggests that the entire conclusion of the film wasn't landing and Marvel is rewriting the climax under pressure. Woof. That's bad, man. We have what, 2 months? About 2 months. The biggest Marvel movie of this year. And we did hear that Marvel is dialing back on their movies. They're making like only a couple movies a year now. Right? We talked about last week we talked about an article about Kevin Feige, or it was like 2 weeks ago, about how he said that like people had to do homework in order to watch Thunderbolts. And people don't like that. A lot of normies don't want to watch crappy TV shows in order to know what's happening in your upcoming movie. So they're going to try to focus on quality and not quantity. And this should have been from the get-go. You should have been doing this shit from the beginning. And
while I was in the US, but while we were eating in a Chinese restaurant in Las Vegas, I saw commercials in the TVs of the restaurants featuring Thunderbolts. Like, it's so cringe. They even put in like a text, currently the best movie in the world. Like, whatever, man. Did you watch it? Did you watch Thunderbolts? I don't think it was.
I did watch it.
How was it?
It's not awful. It's about mental health. It's about PTSD. Coming to term and coming to grip with your past. And the only good part about that movie, in my opinion, was Bucky and Red Guardian. And I guess US Agent is like a close third. Right? Overall, the movie is okay. It's better than a lot of movies that came out, but that's not a high bar. It's a very, very low bar. A lot of people enjoyed it because this was a breath of fresh air, given the crap that Disney has produced in the past several years. Like the only movies that were actually legitimately good weren't fully MCU. Like I don't consider Deadpool Wolverine a full MCU movie. It still has Fox in it, right? Spider-Man is not really full MCU, even though he's a part of the MCU because he's partnered with Sony. So like out of everything, like this movie, I give this movie like a 6. You know, some people really, really liked it. It was this movie is actually one of the highest rated like reviews for like any MCU movie, which is crazy. I thought it was okay at most. You know, it's like a mid movie. What's it called again? What's her face? Florence Pugh is basically the leader, and I I don't think she has that star power or that pull to be the leader. It's okay. The post credits is sort of stupid, right? They're calling themselves the New Avengers, but then Sam Wilson, Black Captain America, was like, "I'm gonna sue you for copyright infringement," and then how about we put Avengers with a Z? Yeah. Yeah. So it's not that great.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like an okay movie. It sounds like more mediocre. But I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it at some point in the future.
Yeah, it's okay. I would say it's better than the Marvels.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. That's not a high bar.
All right. All right. It's better than the Marvels. It's better than I guess it's on par with Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
Like
that
Doctor
one
Strange.
I didn't.
Doctor
I didn't
Strange
think of
2.
that, but I heard not so good things about it. So
Like it's not. I think it's like it's
Me-
fine. It's mid.
mediocre to okay at best.
Yeah.
By the judge of it. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, see, Marvel's Multiverse misfires, and see, actually over here, reports from LA shows that Julia Garner Shalabal, a gender swapped version of Silver Surfer, filming a beachside scene with no special effects markers. She appeared fully human, wearing a white dress with a cosmic pattern, suggesting a major recontextualization in her. What? That's gay. This wouldn't be the first time a major Marvel project has been tried to fix itself in the 11th hour. Captain America Brave New World also underwent the last-minute reshoots after weak test screenings, only to suffer from a major jumbled narrative and poor visual effects. The results, one of the Marvel's worst performing entries at the box office, and now it looks like Fantastic Four First Steps is following those in the same footsteps. Now, I'm not sure where the box office is for Thunderbolts, but yeah, as of right now, usually last minute changes are not a good
Not
thing.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. This is so
How much was the budget? That seems okay. I don't know what the
180.
budget is.
180.
Okay, that's not so bad. Could they still? I don't know.
That's worldwide, man. That's
180?
worldwide. 180. This is their worldwide box office so far is only 2. That means in order for them to break even,
they need
like 400, 500 million dollars.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is not good.
It's like for me, it's like I'm so used to seeing numbers like probably the ones in Rachel Zegler. So it's like in terms of that, it's like okay, that's not so bad for Disney shit.
All right. This is the score for Thunderbolts.
Yeah, so
one
high.
of the highest rated MCU movies of all time. Right? And the thing is that Marvel has not been doing really well for quite some times now. This movie is probably not even gonna. This movie was tracking, according to what I heard from Odin, is tracking to make less than Brave New World.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah. So, given the fact that Brave New World had a shit, like remember they were supposed to have the Hulk in it. She-Hulk was supposed to be in it as well, and a bunch of other characters was supposed to be in Brave New World. That shit didn't happen because it didn't track well, so they reshot it. Now they're reshooting this movie. This is their huge, big movie, big blockbusters coming out during the summer. And they're doing this at the 11th hour.
Yeah. This is supposed to kickstart the new MCU, supposedly, all the way.
Yeah,
to
this is supposed to be
Doomsday.
the new phase.
Yeah.
Right? Thunderbolts was, I believe, was supposed to be part of the new phase. But like this is supposed to be like the new phase. Official. Right? And yeah, it reported the movie has explored the origins of the Marvel's first family in the 1960s, inspired with retro futuristic alternative universe, introducing Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm as they fight through to protect the world from the world devourer Galactus. But it appears that the final moments of the battle, or possibly the resolution of their universe, fell flat with test screenings. Oh man! And of course, you have terrible CGI Silver Surfer woman. Your world belongs to me now. She probably doesn't sound like that, but I'm pretty close, man. But yeah, Fantastic Four ending could not make or break Marvel's entire slate moving forward. Sorry, could make or break. The Avengers Doomsday is already in development, and expectations sky high with films supposed to be to set the tone. Instead, it's becoming another example of the Marvel trying to build and plane while it's flying. Yeah. And I talked about it a couple of weeks ago with the potential leaks of Secret Wars. So yeah, I think that Disney is basically going to ruin everything. They've been sucking a lot of dicks for the past couple of years now, and their only saving grace was it Inside Out 2, Deadpool Wolverine,
and
Moana 2, right?
Yeah.
And how much money did Snow White make? Disney thought they were smart. They're like, oh, I know. We're gonna make a little bit more money by putting Snow White back in the theaters for Mother's Day. And then lost more money.
Yeah, like the average income per theater, $150.
Yeah.
Wow. A lot of people watching, filling in the seats, huh?
Now, I would say the only movie that's going to be coming out, and it's coming out next week, that will help Disney is Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch is going to make a shit ton of money. And Disney's going to like, all right, cool. Now we can start making live action adaptations again. Yeah. Do you think this movie, what are your predictions for box office for this movie?
Okay, I haven't been following a lot of movies lately. What's the budget for? I'm pretty sure it's very big. This has to be bigger.
Oh, this is probably going to be 200 to 300 million for sure. I would say it's going to be in the threes, maybe 280 to 3. But it's probably going to be more though.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm on the same. It's like, for me, if Fantastic Four doesn't really have that sticking brand power to the general audience, it has a good sticking factor to the comic book guys, the old school comic book guys. But beyond that, like I said earlier, there's not a single Fantastic Four movie. Oh my god, this movie is really good. No, it's always like okay to garbage. Literally all of them. So this one's looking to be the same thing. So it's like this movie got so many chances to be good, but somehow it keeps getting. It's never hitting it for some reason. So given like the last minute reshoots and like this article says, like the same thing happened to Brave New World. Look what happened to that movie. So this movie will probably suffer the same fate. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I would say this movie. I think this movie is probably going to make. I would say $800 million, between $700 and $800 million. Now, and this movie needs to break $1 billion. Like it needs to break $1 billion. I think this movie's going to hit 700 million to 800, and I'm being generous, but I think that's what's going to hit, right? Because this is the movie that will set off the fucking Avengers. So I think that this movie is not going to be close to $1 billion. And we know that Lilo and Stitch will completely destroy this movie in terms of box office. I know that they have about like a 2-month gap. I wonder if Lilo and Stitch will still be in the movie by the time this movie comes out.
Yeah. Actually, I was gonna say that. It's like, yeah, you're right. It's like for me, it's like if I want to be generous, I would go for 500 or 600. But I would think it's okay, maybe 300 to 400. Maybe that's for me. That's the more accurate. If I want to be generous, 5 to 600. I don't think it'll go 800. Given like I really don't think Fantastic Four has that brand value, brand sticking factor to most people.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I like I said, I think 700-800 million. That's me being extremely generous. But I think I think 650. I think 650 is where it's gonna stop. But here's the thing: there's China, and China be crazy. So they for some reason they love Marvel stuff. So we're not sure. But the fact that Thunderbolts didn't make that much money, right? Thunderbolts only made it basically made the same amount as domestic, right? So international, United Kingdom and China. So China only came in with 13 million and United Kingdom came in with 15 million. That's not good, right? Summary, 180 million box office. This is not good. How the Thunderbolts has been out since when? For about like almost 3 weeks now. And like this movie, no one's gonna be talking about this movie. Sorry, I would say no one's talking about this movie now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know it was out until I was in the US. Oh, it's out already. It's like I thought it still had a couple of months.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like
because like
it's like Marvel has. I don't know. Marvel has nothing that I'm excited. Not even Doomsday. I'm not even excited for Doomsday. So yeah, it's like, and they're like keeping Ironheart under wraps so hard. I just watched the trailer this morning. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna be a disaster.
oh,
And
it's dog shit. It's bad.
Yeah, I also saw the comments of Chris Gore. Like, it makes Echo look like a masterpiece. Like, oh my god.
Oh,
how bad do you have to be for you to say that, for Echo to be really good, to look really good? Yeah.
Right. So Disney's next big movie is next week. Thunderbolt. It's going to probably get moved out from the theaters. No one's going to talk about it. All the money is going to be drained and put into Lilo and Stitch. The marketing for it's fucking crazy. There was a premiere today, or premiere earlier this week, or I think it might have been today or yesterday, in Hollywood, where someone was controlling an animatronic Stitch on a little like Power Wheel like buggy, driving around the blue carpet. It's fucking insane. And I saw another one where Stitch was like scanning tickets at a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, the marketing for Stitch is fucking huge.
Yeah. It's like, that's the smart move, to be honest. You go all in on the ones that you think will do the high probability of making money. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Project Eggroll podcast. Make sure to catch us live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Also, be sure to subscribe, and we will see you all there.